Welcome to Matters Arising. Matters Arising, as you know, is the a flagship talk show of Kaftan Television, and it centers around you. It's designed to focus on you, the viewer, and that's why it's designed to be conversational, engaging, and incisive. And as usual, it's focused on trending national and international issues as they break. And so that's why it's called Matters arising from what's trending. And so tonight we will be doing it as usual, and it's usually something that we do amongst us in-house, the in-house broadcast journalists, seasoned broadcast journalists. My name is Dayo Omogo.
My name is Society Nosadiba.
All right, and I already told you this is designed to be conversational, engaging, and incisive, which is to say that beyond just watching, we expect that you will be part of the program. It's your program. Like Macaulay used to say, it's your program. And so a lot more time is allocated to your calls. And so we encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity to weigh in on the matter at hand. By the way, just before we go to the matter at hand, today Senator Natasha resumed the National Assembly, or the Senate resumed plenary, and Senator Natasha resumed after the long break over 6 months now, and so many people thought that the heavens will fall and all kinds of things will happen, but we thank God that everything went peacefully and she's taken her seat again in the right chamber. We do hope that this will truly mean that all the trouble is over and that we won't have a renewal of hostilities. At least the first point is that at least she's sitting where she was allocated the last time. That caused problems. So yeah, that happened. And also another thing that's happened today is the handing over of Professor Yakubu Mahmoud, the chairman of INEC, to the most senior, is he director now? No, it's not director, it's
most senior officer.
Most senior officer, May Agbamuche Mba. And well, that should tell everybody that no matter how long you stay in an office, a day will come when you have to leave, which should encourage us, challenge us, motivate us to do the right things. Because now, when the apparatus of power is no longer in your hands, you become just any ordinary citizen, and then you can begin to, you'll be naked to yourself. The praise singers will be gone. Remember how was it Ruben Abati who wrote that the phones no longer ring. Very soon your phones will no longer ring, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and it's not out of wickedness, it's because you're no longer in charge, you no longer dish out
patronages.
What did you say?
Patronages.
Patronage. Yeah, you no longer have the power to dish out patronage. So while you are still there dishing out patronage, you need to understand it will not last forever. So let's go to the topic for today. It looks like some energy crisis is looming, and that's because it looks as though the oil workers union are still holding on to certain things, holding on to their position, and this is causing pain to millions of Nigerians. And so we are asking, is it not time for Pengassan to slow down now? We already have reports that cooking gas is being sold for as high as 2,500 naira in some places in this country. I know people who have bought for 1,500. We bought in my own house yesterday. It's still the old rate of 1,100. We do hope that that remains, or that you can go lower. But what about the person buying for 2,500? I've been praying and casting and binding since my colleague here can testify that you should never get to 2,500 where I live. 2,005. So 4 liters will be 10,000 naira. No, don't try it too. So now we can avert all of this if well, we just need to plead with Pengassan to please, because you see, yes, they are protecting the interest of the workers, but at the same time, you need to look at what is the good, the greater good for the greater number of people.
For a country with the large population that we have.
Exactly.
What is the population of Pengassan's association of members across the country?
And the people that they're fighting for.
Compared to the people whom they say they are fighting for. Well, they need to get this clear. Are they really fighting for the people? If they are fighting for the people, they should be concerned that the prices of gas is now shooting up. Yeah. If people are just going to buy a 2,500 naira, as we've heard, of course, when the 4 lines are up, we're likely going to hear
from different
from the people at how much it is that you're able to get it for those who had need for it or to renew their gas supply during this period. The Nigerian population is large, and so when you are doing a fight or you're engaging in a industrial dispute of this nature, you have to consider the fact of the people whose welfare you claim to be in defense of, as well as your membership vis-a-vis the interests of the entire
the larger population.
For the nation, I want to go back to the comment of the Vice President recently, yesterday, when he talked about the institutional status of the Dangote refineries and its interests. On a daily basis, several of us in this country have Dangote's products as part of our major supply on a daily basis. And so you cannot in any way discountenance that level or that quantum of contribution to national development. And so whatever it is that you are fighting for, there should be a middle ground that you must come to. More so that the larger majority are in pain, and that pain you need to alleviate. As well, we're lamenting that the doctors have their issues, like what they call their strikes. When they decide to go on strike, following what they consider to be a failure, and we're asking them, think of the people. Why we talk to teachers and say, no, please return back to the institutions and take care of our children. Why we speak to other associations whose role are critical to national survival and continual or smooth running. If we have Pengassan running in this particular way, they just need to look at that fact and consider the people and act properly.
I tell you, by the way, Osadema is a fresh colleague of mine. Many of you are expecting to see myself and Ekaite. Ekaite is not available today, but hopefully by Thursday, both of us will be here. And so, relish, enjoy the freshness of the introduction of Osadema. Welcome once again.
Thank you very much.
Now, so very shortly we will open the phone lines, and we expect that you partake of this. This is your show. And clearly, the Vice President didn't mince words yesterday when he spoke. He said, Nigeria is greater than Pengassan. That's what we have also said in some other words, using some other words, that look, the consideration for the rest of the people should also matter, and maybe matter more than your small enclave, if you like, so that the nation, because see, let's look at it. If the company, Dangote company, dies, will you talk about union any longer?
God forbid I say to that. We don't pray for you. But again, it's an analogy you're giving.
Exactly. So if the company dies, when you talk about the union, so let's allow let Dangote refinery breathe. I think that's where we are right now. Let Dangote refinery breathe.
The investment of Dangote in the refinery is one that has been globally acknowledged.
Yes.
I must admit the fact that that singular investment is having ripple effects, positive ripple effects on the national economy.
Sure.
For the first time, we're experiencing where the nation is even making making export of crude, making export of refined oils to neighboring countries. That is a plus. That is a huge plus that we should be proud of. Yes, we are having issues of the Naira dollar challenge, but again, there is some measure of sustained, let's not say stability, but again, it's not the yo-yo kind of activities where we first have when the president floated the Naira and then he removed the subsidy. We saw how the dramatic rise of fuel cost was, but over time it is beginning to get a moment of
stability.
It is, some sort of stability, because it's not hovering that fast as it is, but it's just going up and coming down within. So people are dealing with that, and given the new investment demands has made when he announced the deployment of 4,000 trucks to big supply of fuels across the country. It is to provide access, as it were, and it is something that we must be proud of. Of course, we have to admit that it is important to, protect members of a union. I understand that as a unionist, I know it's important that you have the welfare of your members protected. But again, the members should also ensure that company secret is company secret. What is considered to be sensitive to the organization, they should also respect that. Now, we got into our employer not to get us destroyed. We got into our employer not to be involved in what language is considered to be sabotage. Because while you are seeking to get support as well from the you should also think of the fact that this is where your daily bread, as it were, is coming from. This is where your sustenance of your family and all of those who rely on you are coming from. So it is important to balance that nuance. That is loyalty to the union and loyalty to the institution where to your employer, so that you are able to work smoothly without any issues. It is important that all parties look at the common man and then work effectively for the interests of Nigerians.
All right. And so the line is being thrown open right now. This is for my watch, this is a quarter after 8, and so we invite you to be a part of this discourse. The number, as usual, is 08029938365. 08029938365. Okay, somebody says that's too fast. 08029938365. Call in and let's hear what you've got to say. All right, right away, somebody is here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Oh no. You are live on air, my brother. I don't know what's happening at your end, but you are being heard very clearly. You are being heard very clearly, and I hope that you can call back. I hope that you can call back, and the number is still open. This is another person. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Matters Horizon.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I want to contribute to this program.
Go ahead after telling us your name and your location. Yeah.
My name. No. What I want to say is that about the NHM one.
That's not the topic. That was just an aside.
Hello?
Go ahead.
The NHM man is we have done his own and go. So I know that we believe that this one that is coming now, we know that is the one that's going to give the president the second term of the office. So we know that that's the normal routine of Nigeria. So we thank God for it. I think it's come now to give him the second term. God bless.
Thank you. Now let me quickly say this. It was just an answer. No, that's not you. Not necessarily you. You're true with your contribution. Thank you. That was an aside. When I talked about Professor Mahmoud, Yakubu Mahmoud, and when I talked about Senator Natasha Ojwara, Apeti Ojwara, that was just an aside. But the main topic, and as you can see on the screen, has to do with the looming energy crisis. Because how much do you buy gas in your own part of this jurisdiction? You know, your own part of Nigeria, how much is cooking gas right now? I guess that should shape our discussion tonight, because we are appealing. The whole purpose of this discourse is to appeal to Pengassan to soften, to slow down, because the interest of 200 million plus people should be of paramount importance, much more than maybe even if you have 1 million people in Pengassan, and I don't think that you have that many people. So you can compare 200 million plus and 1 million, and definitely they can't have more than about 100,000 or maybe 200,000 people in their fold. So that's what we're asking. And so please, let's limit it to this particular area. Natasha is not the issue. Mahmoud Yakubu is not the issue. Thank you. So the number is open. I hope that the Olas of this world, the SODs, the Pastor Maduako or hello? Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to Matters Horizon.
This is Pastor Daniel.
Pastor Daniel?
From Lukoya.
Daniel Lukoya.
From Algeria, Koko, in Ondo State.
Did you say Daniel Lukoya?
Lukoya.
What's the first name? Did you say Daniel?
Yes.
I think it's okay.
Okay, please, I think you should move away from the TV set, please. Is that not exactly the same name with the founder of the MFM? That's why I... all right, go ahead, sir.
This one is not the founder of FFM.
All right, go ahead, sir. You are calling from Aligidi Akoko. Go ahead.
A member of Gospel Faith Mission International.
Go ahead, sir.
We are buying gas in our place. The sum of 1,250 naira per kilo.
All right.
And very many people cannot afford it. We now resort to using firewood and charcoal.
This price, is it new?
You can no longer put kerosene in our stove. Are we making progress in Nigeria or not? It is only the rich that can afford gas. So what Pengassan is doing is the right thing. We must fight for all of us and make it affordable for all of us. Not only for the rich, let everybody have access to gas in Nigeria.
All right, Pastor.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think Pastor does not even understand the fight of Pengassan. Pengassan is not fighting for a
reduction in price.
Of a price per kilo for the gas. So Pengassan is only acting, as he says, in defense of his members, which is considered to have been to be punished for, in his own consideration. He's thinking that they are being punished for not, for being, for getting unionized. That is quite different from the thinking of the pastor.
Exactly, very different.
I think when you call in place, we need to know what has been the rate before now and what is
the rate right now.
So we know what the difference is, and we make our appeal, all of us, you and us here in the studio, make our appeal to the authorities to ensure that this impasse is fully settled, and we'll have our prices return back possibly lower
than it used to be. Correct. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Too Good. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
I hope you have been doing good.
Always, you know.
Yeah, because your name already puts you on the spot. You must do good.
Yes.
All right.
So, eventually, I know Pengassan is defending his staff. And out of in Nigeria, his staff is about 4 to 500. So it's only really for few people, and other people there as Amish. But nevertheless, I would like Pengassan to focus on our refinery, because if our refinery is working, everything will be okay for God's sake.
That's it.
And that's where they belong to. All this when they spend the refinery, up to now, no show coming from that place. Where is that money? Who is going the money? Who will do the work? Who is getting the money? Let's go and find it out so that they will be better off. The first portion that would take on the little portion of refinery. And also, mind you, that refinery, not only that to take the refinery, there are about 5 countries or more higher countries at the refinery. They should put together and find out. So what is going on with them? They should go down. They should put us in more trouble, because what they find is going to put us in more trouble. We should not deal with all of us. Otherwise, the one that is from left outside, no car will move on the road and there's nobody of fuel. All of us stay for house. All of us stay for house. God bless Nigeria.
Do good. Not only good you they do. Not only good you they do. We'll shut down Nigeria. All right. Thank you so very much for your call. Thank you so very much. Dugu has a better grasp of the issues than the last caller, the previous caller.
Him talking about Pengassan, thinking about the Nigerian population, which I discussed earlier, because it is the greater good now that should be
it should be the focus. That should be the priority.
It should be the priority. It should be the reason for discussion.
Exactly. Hello. Hello, welcome to Matters Horizon.
Yes, I'm from Mina.
You're from Mina, what's your name? Can you move away from your TV set, please?
My name is Mr. Frederick. Yes. I'm from Mina. I want you people to make me know. I want you people to give me kind of prayer. That's causing problems to me now. If the prayer comes out, it's okay. One. If that is no problem for Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Frederick from Mina. Maybe I should restate these guidelines that I normally, maybe I didn't talk about it this evening. Now, please, when you make your call, please do ensure that the volume of your TV set is moderate, and please walk away from the TV set so that there's no interference, there's no jamming between the two devices, your phone and whatever you're using to watch. And also, like I advise a lot of times, please put down what you want to talk about, put them in bullet form so you don't have to ramble, because this is your 1 in a million chance to speak to the world, and the world wants to listen to you. It might just be a eureka moment when the solution we're looking for, we'll get it from you. So don't lose the chance. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good.
Yes.
Good evening.
Yes. I'm a guy from Akure.
All right.
About the Pengassan and Dangote. I don't know whether Pengassan studied the law of Nigeria concerning or international labor law concerning a private edifice to government setup. I look at it from my own point that Pengassan is fighting like a blind person who don't know the difference between a private edifice like Dangote with the people he employ.
it mandatory that the member he has been using should be a member of the Nigeria Labour Congress? Instead of Pengassan asking federal government to make sure that the four refinery we are having is functioning, why are they fighting a single person? They are suffering us now. That is the angle we are view it. They never sat down and reason with government how should worry, how should protocol, how should Canada and that's working. They are fighting a single person who set up that entity. You see, I don't know. The elders, the leaders, the dark man, all these other things. I read what this man who left something said about this or something. Or of them. Oh God, I've forgotten his name. He said something that is the one who formed this dogma or whatever it is that he formed in the year 2000. I read it in the paper. He said Nigeria should be moving forward. We are now in a computer age. Why are we fighting somebody who is now out to help the downtrodden people? That is my thinking.
All right.
In Nigeria here, fighting, like that. Where then we will be comparing Nigeria with advanced country. Look at Jefferson in America. He's the one who changed the context of his people. He said, think of what you can do to your people instead of what you can take from them. I don't know why Nigeria is all about what government could do for you. You are not ready to do anything. But what government should do for you. Look at this Pengassan now. They never look at how they suggest to this president how the refinery in Nigeria will be make up. Look at the trillion they said they have done about the maintenance. And nothing is being done there. And they are still getting salary. And they are still getting as you know. I don't know.
Thank you so much, Ajayi. Thank you. Yeah, that's a passionate Nigerian there, troubled and lamenting about the need to get our priorities right.
His tone says it all.
Exactly.
His level of concern is genuine, and we must look at that. Pengassan actually need to look at it. It's not that Nigeria has no respect for
labor,
the union, the labor union. No, but you see, when an individual makes an investment of this nature
in a country where public investment has failed consistently,
you have a man whose single entity is over even the four refineries combined. And it is important that we should all support him
and protect.
For many reasons we think that he is trying to enrich himself, we should be able to talk him into seeing why he's going off. The market is all over the world, so we are the first market that you should go into.
We should be kind in the way we approach it.
Yes.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Good evening.
This comrade Ijale Olufemi from Obakuko, Ondo State.
You're welcome, sir.
Why the Pengassan should slow down? They should know that this country belongs to all of us. So they must try to do things accordingly. Not to handle matters as their own personal matter. So they should not suffer individuals. They should not suffer the citizens. The reason being that public something is quite different from private sector. They should know that they should not take law into their hands. So people are suffering when the Pengassan, when they are saying that they are on strike or doing otherwise. So they should consider other people that they should not give us any problem in this country. We are facing problem under politicians, but in another way around, they are suffering us. Please, they should slow down. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. Now, where is Awusko? Where are you? Chocho, Yakubu Chocho from Plateau State. Where are you? Awusko from Kaduna. SODD from Cross River. Ola from Lagos. All of you. Mohammed from Abuja. I would like to have you weigh in on this.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm calling from Kaduna.
And your name is
Mr. Alhaji Abdulrasheed.
Abdulrasheed.
Yes.
Yes, you sound Yoruba.
Yes. From Kaduna.
Báwo ni Kaduna?
Obado.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Please tell that to go and sit down. They survive our refinery, please. They don't need them. They cannot control Dangote and be suffering us here. Please tell them we don't need them. We don't need them.
But we need Dangote.
We need Dangote. Thank you. I was told today that Dangote want to crash the gas price to 700 or 600. They should leave this man alone. They give how many licenses Buhari give these people before they go? This modular refinery. We didn't see any one of them. And this man spent billions of dollars.
$20 billion.
You people want to control them. Please.
Thank you, Alhaji.
Okay.
Thank you, Alhaji Abdulrasheed.
It's important to actually cite the foreground to the Vice President's comments that Nigeria is bigger than Pengassan and that Dangote is an institution. And when he argued that if the man had decided to invest 10 billion into Amazon
Exactly.
or into Microsoft and all that, it would be like this, where the people would answer one.
They need triples.
He would have made more money as well, but it's a service to humanity, even though he's
It's a business
to
man.
recoup his revenue.
Yeah.
Again, it is serving the people.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. What Yakubu Chocho calling from Plateau State.
Wow, Chocho! You know your name excites me all the time.
Thank you.
Have you been watching?
Yeah.
I just said, where is my Chocho? You know, I just said, you heard me, right? Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, just like the last speaker, I want to also concur that they should leave Dangote with his business to either give it free of charge or otherwise. They cannot control his company. Pengassan is there. Over time, Pengassan has been either going on strike, going on this, going on that. What improvement have they? I thought maybe if Pengassan is trying to create this dichotomy within the administration of President Tinubu, I think it is unfair. We were buying especially fuel to fuel our cars. We were buying fuel almost 2,000 plus per liter. I bought a gallon of petrol of just supposed to be 400 or so. I bought it of 2,350. Then if you are filling your vehicle, how many gallons will you put in there? And you are not even making passenger. Can you survive? Suppose now you have the car and you have a sick person there. The phone is not there to take the person to the hospital. Then you automatically you are asking that person to die. Let them allow Dangote to go on what he's doing to relieve the pain Nigerians are going through. My brother, supposing now you are in a church, can the reverend force you to pay your tithe or to keep offering?
That's it.
The layman should not ask you, oh, because you are a big man, please don't put 1,000. Put 10,000 because I know you. In public, is it fair?
It's not possible.
It's not fair. That means thank you. So they should allow Dangote. If Dangote wants to bring everything to maybe 200 or so or thereabouts, I think they should allow him. He is the one to suffer the pain, not them. And now if I thought Pengassan is putting this bill to Dangote, I expected that Pengassan would have bring the government to repair all our refineries so that they can now be in use. So that we don't need to go outside the country to import another coal again. We have everything here in abundance. And we were told that these refineries there are safe. They are working. They will only go and lose something there and keep it there and say it has spoiled this and that. How many engineers have been recruited that have come and consumed our money, and yet these refineries are not working? They are not fair. They are not sincere. I wish if I were Mr. President, I would call them, put them to book, put them to Nigerians, and let Nigerians decide on their fate whether they continue or not. God bless you.
All right, just before you go, Chocho,
Yes.
You use gas, cooking gas?
Yeah, sometimes I have stopped.
Why did you stop?
I've stopped.
Why did you stop?
I would prefer to use my common charcoal.
Is it cheaper?
It's cheaper.
Is it as convenient as gas?
Yeah. We have this new charcoal stove that you can just say it is portable. You use it now. You use it judiciously and it maximize your usage so that it can reduce spending. Once you use 200 naira charcoal, I assure you will cook for the whole day.
Oh, really?
The remaining will remain. Yes.
Okay.
So those people who are using charcoal, I think is okay.
All right then.
I'm saying that is if you are using this new charcoal stove.
Okay.
It is very, very economical.
That is.
Thank you very much.
That is opening up
before she comes next week.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
That is opening up another argument because you talk about
cleanliness.
So when you talk about clean cooking, cooking gas is really environmentally friendly and
correct.
It is clean cooking. So
yeah, no doubt about it.
It's not what one can discourage, knowing the reality of the economy.
True.
But it's not what can be seriously promoted, given the challenges that we have with forests and the need and the challenge of climate change.
Right. So, I mean, that's another talk entirely. So, but we need to know, as part of your intervention, how much it's going for, or fuel, either fuel or cooking gas. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, bro.
God bless Kasa TV. Emmanuel from Obudu.
Amen. Welcome, Mr. Emmanuel.
That issue you are talking about, the year in Obudu is 1,005.
When did it get to 1,005? Has that been the price for some time?
It has been long.
Okay, so it's not a problem of this Pengassan.
From there, the things over here I don't understand. I don't know where they carry their own. When you go to the station to see where it's just few stations that they are here, we don't have much stations. So the only one you go to the grand market, you see the same thing. You go to where they fill the station, the same thing. So I don't really know how it is. And when you buy gas like 6 kg, 5 kg, you don't even take you up to 2 months or 1 month. Just as like me now, as I'm here now, it's only me. Nobody with me, and I don't usually cook as much as it's supposed to be. Maybe I make something to eat breakfast in the morning, I go in the evening when I come back. Before you know, the gas will just finish. So here, the control of the market itself is not even there. When you want to buy any fuel, the liter they will give is not up to a liter. And then when the people come that are in charge of expecting all these things, whenever they want to come, the people in that business give them money to close and not to do it. And people are just there suffering.
How much are you guys buying fuel in Obudu?
I think we're buying 980. It's only now that it has come to 9,400. Now as we are speaking, I buy for all the time.
940 you mean?
940 you mean?
9,400, 9,400 or something.
Right, 940. 940. All right. Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. It's like the issue is not eating badly in your area, because if you say it's been 1,005 for quite some time, then there's been no change. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. I appreciate you over there, Comrade Adel, speaking from Akure.
Welcome, sir.
Seriously speaking, I was really worried with the rascality of the Pengassan. I am equally a comrade, a national figure of my union.
Okay.
In agriculture, we still have so many private sectors that are not yet unionized. We don't need to force them to belong to agricultural workers union. We don't need to force them, because any workers that goes against their manager, the owner of the industry, their job is at stake. We have to advise the standard drivers of Dangote, let them be loyal to their master. So Dangote themselves will employ them, not the Pengassan, if they still want to retain their job. If they still want to retain their job, they should loyal and obedient to the Dangote, the owner of the company. So nowadays we need to introduce dynamism into unionism. We are in the era of developmental unionism, not rascality or jargons, because you want second views, you want to increase the monetary, so you want to cripple the economy of the country. That's why I support the statement of the Vice President Chetima. They should question the Pengassan. That's why they are having that machine for over 20 years now. The refinery was not working. We are not working, and they cannot go on strike. So many times around maintenance money was spent and were wasted. They cannot go on strike. Look at our roads. Most of them say that they are 3 people on the road. They cannot go on strike, and they should repair our roads. It is embarrassing.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you. You know, that's another thing. I mean, roads are in bad state and leading to needless deaths. And
He itemized it.
Exactly.
Because we need to look at the contribution of the Dangote group in the country, and the refinery is just one of these many groups. You talk about the sugar, you talk about the flour, you talk about the millet. You talk about the petroleum, you talk about the gas, you talk about what do you call it, cement, and the rest of it. It means making a huge contribution to the country, and it's not.
It's not to be trifled with. Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome.
I'm calling from Kogi.
Yeah, but you must do something about moving away from your TV set, else we won't be able to continue this discussion.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening.
Be a white hand.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Is better the Pengassan to leave Dangote alone, because they are not doing the meaningful for us in Nigeria.
You are too close to your TV set.
Sorry, let me reduce the volume. So it's better they leave Dangote alone. Hello?
Better. Go ahead.
They should leave Dangote alone. It cannot do for me. If another person is ready to do for me, they should leave that person alone. Because most of them are criminal. Because there's corruption.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not use those kind of words.
It's too strong a word, please.
If you insist, I would have to do the needful. If I say let's not use that word, let's try and comply. You would like to be referred to as a criminal.
You should be civil.
Yes.
Yes, we are hungry, but you should be civil.
Everybody is angry in this country.
True.
Now, they are importing forces. How many years now? And Dangote is refinery from Nigeria. It's not easier for us to transport from the other side to this country. I think it's better for us in that way.
Thank you.
That's just my little contribution tonight.
Thank you. Great contribution, but don't use harsh words. I know people are very angry, and that's why we are calling on a very important party in this dispute to please see how they can back down. Hello?
Hello, good evening there.
Good evening.
This is Udo from Pengassan.
Udo alias concerned Bayelsa, concerned citizen of Bayelsa.
We thank God. Honestly, my brother, I won't say whether I am ashamed to be called a Nigerian the way it is now.
No, we should be proud now.
I'm considering that word. You know, you people are trying to defend some things. So I want to ask, is Nigeria a country or a company owned by one person?
You are in the best position to answer that.
Listen to me now. Let's face the reality, because the only problem we have is the security agents. If not, let me tell you, some few people who are troubling us in this country, they are nobody. Even by strength, academically, even diabolical, they are not stronger than everybody. It's just the security agents that are defending them. Because what you are going through, we shouldn't be going through that. A bag of cement is how much? Dangote. Sugar, how much? Dangote. Gas, how much? Dangote. Fuel, how much? Dangote. So is it a country or a country? Well, just imagine it is a country of how many millions of people? You are talking of one person. What is that? How does it make sense? It's not very unfortunate. In our country, we get all the raw materials here. A bag of cement is how much? Dangote. Only few people. You know how much we are buying gas now? One person was lamenting that he's so poor to push truck, to push wheelbarrow. Even to buy wheelbarrow is not cheap to buy again. Yes, and he said it's very poor to push the wheelbarrow. And to buy wheelbarrow is very expensive.
No.
So what kind of poverty do you call that one now?
No, Udo, let me ask you.
Ask me, please.
Yes. The Dangote cement, 50, even if it's 50,000. Dangote, this one, sugar, Dangote. Did he block the opportunity from other people?
No, that is not what I'm saying now. Where is he the only one? Is it not those who are giving the license? And it just, let me tell you.
If you have been following this program, even this evening, somebody did say that under the Buhari regime, at least 5 licenses were given for modular refineries. Where are the people?
Under the Obasanjo regime, 18 licenses were given.
Did you hear that now? Under the Obasanjo regime, 18 licenses were given.
And all of them went to time farm and
they are talking about the Supreme Court now approve the autonomy of the local government, that their own accounts should be given to them. But why is it not being put into practice? No, why is it not?
It's the issue of implementation.
No, I do not think they are the same.
The Supreme Court is saying that the local government, they have autonomy now.
Yeah.
Their own accounts should be given paid to them directly. But since that verdict was given, why has it not been implemented? Why is the governor still sitting on that? The Supreme Court that gave the law, should they not enforce it?
It's not the same thing. This analogy is not right, because if licenses are issued.
This country, honestly, let me tell you, see, the joke we are playing here, let me tell you, see, the fire we are hitting it will burn. The only people are picking is the security agents that are dying because of the few politicians. The security agents are our brothers and sisters. The few politicians are provoking many people against them. Look at how our security agents are dying.
All right. Let's close this off. Are you saying that Pengassan should continue and then hold us to ransom as a nation, and then let's buy gas at 5,000 naira?
Okay, who is talking for the masses? Who is talking for the masses? Who is talking for the masses? Now you the one.
Aren't you talking for the masses right now?
People are suffering. What are we talking about? People are suffering. You don't know what people are going through. You say you are fighting criminality, fighting security, and you are the one promoting insecurity. So an angry man is a hungry man. Is it not hunger and anger that is moving people to go and commit crime? Well, tell me now, you say you are fighting insecurity, and you are not promoting insecurity by when things are difficult.
And what is the gas reality in this place?
Well,
What are you talking about? You know how much you buy?
okay, I'm going to have to let you go. You're too hungry for this show. Yes, you're too hungry.
Yeah, so
we're all hungry. Everybody's hungry. But then we can't
focus for tonight.
Yes, exactly.
And we're keeping to that focus. So
hello.
You raise valid issues.
Imagine a beautiful Nigeria with Captain Television.
Yes, I do. Welcome.
And imagine a beautiful world with Captain Television. Good evening to you, veteran journalist and our host tonight, Mr. Dayo.
Thank you very much. Yes, I do.
Good evening to you, our guest. Good evening to you, to our esteemed viewers, and all our callers tonight. Sincerely speaking, can you hear me?
It's better now.
Okay. Sincerely speaking, the fear of Dangote is the guarantee of a functional and viable oil industry in Nigeria.
All right.
You are with me?
Clearly, yeah.
Why am I saying this? We must appreciate former President Muhammadu Buhari for listening to wise advice of technocrats to grant operational license to some persons, of which others fail to actually come on board. We appreciate Dangote for making this a reality. Can you hear me?
You can, yes.
Okay. Monopoly is a very wonderful thing. Very, very beautiful in an economy. If you look at the coming of Dangote is becoming a nightmare to most of these our people. I will call them those that don't wish us well. There are a lot of conspiracy theory in the industry, in the oil industry, and we must not continue like this. Go to the academic. We have the ASU, we have the KWASU, and we have the ASUP. If you go to the private university, polytechnic, and college of education, all this union doesn't work. Why? Because it is a private institution. How will Pengassan come and begin to coerce Dangote to make sure that they join the union? Union is a right. We must not continue like this. And those people that want us to go back, we cannot go back. The media, just as you are doing, will continue to shout, will continue to speak. It is high time we have bricks. It is high time we have a functional oil industry. We cannot continue to be awarding money for turnaround maintenance, of which they will go in the NNPC, they will turn around and then go and share brand envelope. Enough.
It's enough. That's all good. Thank you very much. And it's going to be enough is enough even to the program tonight. We have no time whatsoever any longer. And well, that's how it is usually. It looks as if we should even have another hour because Nigerians are willing. Somebody's calling already, but we just got to go. My name is Dayo Mogu, and it's good night from me.
My name is Society Mr. Adebeme.
And as we say at Captain Television, imagine a beautiful world. Right.